They have won 2 games for the season, which, let's be honest, most of us wouldn't have picked at the start of the season. And Josh, there are several Tigers who have been, I guess, exceeding expectation.
Well, now, we haven't spoken about them much because we don't expect much. They won 2 games in Adam Muse's first year in charge. They've already won 2 at the end of round 6. And right now, I think there are 4 Richmond players that are roaring, that are exceeding expectations. I want to start with Seth Campbell, because I thought the reason to go to the footy this year was going to be around the 7 first-round picks from last November's AFL draft. But this guy's a third-year rookie out of Tasmania, and it's more than just the Simone Biles manoeuvres right now.
Yeah, and remember, that was in the 4th quarter. He was absolutely exerted. And he's actually averaging 1.8 goals a game, which leads the team. And he's the number 2 rated player for Richmond. So it just shows how important he is in his role.
Up to 11 goals, had a sensational start to the year, as has this next guy, Jacob Hopper, who made a big decision in 2022 to move from GWS to Richmond. Big, long-term, lucrative 7-year deal. Played just the 16 games in his first year at Punt Road. Only 12 last year. He's been crippled by injuries like he was at the back end of his time at the Giants, but now he's back to his best around stoppage. Look at what he's doing at the coalface. Don't snooze on Jacob Hopper. And don't snooze on the next guy. Don't snooze on Toby Nankervis. For a long time, this guy's been an established force, but right now, he's rated amongst the top 5 ruckmen in the competition, and he's having an impact when they win.
Yeah, and when they do win, obviously round 1 he took down to Koning, really was so pivotal, and I think he's a real barometer for Richmond. He leads by example, and that's the best captains I find. And like I said, as a leader, I expect him to really step it up because his physicality and his clearance work, his hit-outs is so important for Richmond.
Now, Levi Ashcroft is the Rising Star favourite after round 6, but Sam Lawler, pick 1, is the number 1 rated first-year player according to Champion Data. He was your pick for the Rising Star when we had this discussion 5 or 6 weeks ago. Is he living up to the hype, Chad?
Well, he's living up to my hype. I'm pumped. I'm feeling pretty cosy over here picking him as my Rising Star. But the reasons why he's averaging 1.4 goal assists a game, which is equal 8th in the competition. You think for a first-year player, the impact that he has, I suppose, kicking forward, and he's averaging 1.2 goal assists. So he's hitting the scoreboard himself as well. And you see the stats here. He's super impressive. I hope that he can just keep it going.
Now, tomorrow night, we're going to see another Rising Star contender in pick 6. Harvey Langford go head-to-head on the MCG. Anzac Day Eve. It's a cracking game always. And Harvey Langford, Jad, across his first 5 games, he looks like a 250-game player.
And that's pretty hard to say and pretty hard to do. I mean, he's got some guys in there that make him, I suppose, look very good and look very comfortable. I think he's in a team that's both teams are struggling. For them to step up, I suppose, in their first years, and I think for him in particular, Langford, that he's got a position that I think is going to be in the future. The guys are going to get older, and I think he's got some really good people that are going to mentor him.
Love Xavier Lindsay, but Nat, I love Harvey Langford.
Oh, I know. He has settled in seamlessly into that Melbourne lineup. Cannot wait for that match. Anzac Eve, of course, at the MCG.